Introducing first, from Kingsland, Texas, and Huntington, Indiana, respectively, it's Chainsaw and Daisy Lane.
And we still have not heard from, nor do we know, the feelings of Chainsaw's little sister, Angelica Dante.
Well, one thing's for sure, you know Angelica Dante somewhere is watching on as Daisy Lane has attracted the attention of Chainsaw, the doll that she carries.
It started with those daisies, and we didn't know where any of this was leading to, but it certainly has led to a complete transformation to Daisy Lane and a friendship between these two that have now led to being a tag team together. And there's the doll. Look at the little doll held by Daisy Lane. That is the connection. And she's obviously changed herself to look like the doll.
She has. Chainsaw's only friend was that doll.
And there's the connection.
And their opponents, from the island of Santa Rita, Guam, and the beautiful islands of Hawaii, it's Tiki Chamorro and Island Girl
Kalaki the Island Girl coming down to help Tiki when Chainsaw was on that rampage.
That's right, but Kalaki stayed on the outside of the ring and made sure Tiki was safe, but she picked her spot, and tonight, a tag team contest between Chainsaw and her new partner, Daisy Lane, against Kalaki and Tiki Chamorro. Kalaki, of course, David, from the Big Island, Oahu in Hawaii, and Tiki Chamorro, of course, from Guam.
I love the headdress on both Tiki and the Island Girl. Just gorgeous.
Well, they're proud to celebrate their culture here in WOW, and we see that dance from Kalaki. By the way, my sister lives on the Big Island, too.
I didn't know that, Nigel.
Maybe Kalaki will let us come over for a barbecue sometime.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, when's your sister going to give you an invite and I could carry your bags?
I got to call her. Maybe she'll pick up this week. Now, as Charlie Wu in control of this matchup as the official, Daisy Lane starting things off. Look at that, David, biting the leg of Tiki Chamorro. Not only do we see a change in the look of Daisy Lane, but also the attitude of Daisy Lane.
Well, Chainsaw and Daisy teaming up over a month ago. Of course, that wasn't when she was in her full transformation to Daisy Lane.
She was still Pep Riley then. Boy, what a rugby tackle from Tiki Chamorro, now followed up by the double back elbow, and Kalaki in for the team of Tiki and Island Girl.
The bond that they have is special, but one may say a little creepy in the fact that it's linked by that doll that's sitting at ringside.
A little creepy. Daisy Lane on the receiving end, and now being sent straight down on that knee of Kalaki. And look at this, on the outside of the ring, Chainsaw just biting away at the leg of Tiki Chamorro. As the Island Girl, Kalaki has the surfboard locked in. Chainsaw, she doesn't know. Oh no, Chainsaw from behind just grabs Kalaki by the head. My goodness, and sends her straight into that turnbuckle. Referee Charlie Wu didn't see it. He was attending to Tiki Chamorro on the outside. And now,
she's got the choke on her just like she was doing to Tiki. The Island Girl's in big trouble right now. Chainsaw, so dangerous. Frightening, some might say.
And Chainsaw, now under, it feels weird to say this, the control of Daisy Lane. We're not quite sure, but she seems to only now listen to Daisy Lane, does Chainsaw, as Kalaki fights back.
Well, it seems that because we haven't heard from Angelica Dante. Maybe you can get all three of them together in a room for a special interview, Nigel.
Tiki Chamorro running away, coming off the ropes, going for a sunset flip.
She couldn't get all the way over. The size taking Tiki off stride as she attempted that sunset flip. Not successful.
And Tiki Chamorro fighting out, but being sent straight into the corner with Chainsaw. Just so powerful, my goodness.
Would you like to feel that to wake up in the morning?
Oh man, Tiki Chamorro just flattened out like a pancake. Oh, and Chainsaw.
In good measure.
A bonsai drop.
I'll get you a room here in the arena, the WOW arena. In the morning, you wake up and call Chainsaw, put you in the corner, and I just give you a good wake-up call.
I don't think I need a wake-up call.
You won't need any of that coffee, I'll tell you that. Oh, Daisy Lane tossed on top of Tiki.
And Daisy Lane with the Casadora splash to Tiki Chamorro. And Daisy Lane really showing this new version of herself to be quite creepy, David, as Tiki Chamorro puts her boot up, and now Daisy Lane bending it across that solid steel cable rope, David.
Well, Tiki, with that rugby injury of the knee, putting a sign on it, if you will, to attack it.
Well, not only that, but Chainsaw has bitten at the leg, and so now has Daisy Lane of Tiki Chamorro. Tiki Chamorro with a headbutt that sends both Lane and Chamorro down. Chamorro trying to make it to her corner.
Daisy with a fast tag, though. Well, Tiki also. Drop kick, not enough height, not enough power, didn't connect with two.
The Island Girl.
But Daisy stayed in the ring a little too long.
And the Island Girl with a jumping headbutt. But on the outside of the ring, Daisy Lane taking out Tiki Chamorro, and Chainsaw just pulling down the Island Girl by her hair. And Chainsaw now with the Chainsaw splash.
Daisy Lane kept Tiki Chamorro on the outside, and Chainsaw now with another splash after gaining the victory on the Island Girl. And Daisy now going up on the back of Chainsaw, slid around, airplane spin, causing more a criminal insult, if you will, to the Island Girl. And there's another pin, and it's clear who the winners are in this match.
Your winners, Chainsaw and Daisy Lane.
And just like last time, David,